I guess it's live. I don't know for sure. It says it is. I've got to figure this thing out. I'm on my GoPro right now, and I'm at a customer here in Kentucky, and I'm trying to just figure out how to even do a live with this. So this is kind of a test, really. Preview not supported during live streaming. See, I don't know how to work this. Oh, I don't know how to work this, honestly. View stream. I think most people are at work this time of day anyways. But oh, I can see myself now. So it is working. Looks a little blurry. Might be service or something. My service. Can't hear anything either. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this thing out. Nobody's watching right now anyways, but okay, I've got it figured out a little bit, so I can see myself on here. I've only done one live, and that was with my phone. Now I've got my GoPro facing me. That is an awesome camera. I love that GoPro. This is a mount for it right here. And what I did a little bit ago, I'm in a place in Walton, Kentucky. So I'm delivering here, so it's the consignee is what it's considered. And I had this on when I went in there, but nobody was in the office. But I talked to a forklift driver with this on, and I'm hoping to, when I go back in there, record the process. That way I can show how that works and everything. Let's see, it's 10:55 a.m. I don't know how I could see comments on here anyways. Like, I don't know where I'd see that at. I'm trying to figure that out. Maybe this way. Yeah, I don't know how I would see comments like if they did come through. Try to figure it out. I was at this place the other day. It was the last one I did before this one. Let me see where it was exactly. It was the worst one I've ever done yet. But I think that's part of it. I think that's normal, because I hear people all the time say, you know, well, this is trucking, you know, that's part of trucking. And I think they're right. They've got a point. I think that just, you're going to have ups and downs. You're going to go to customers sometimes, and you're going to have to figure out how to find the shipping office for one thing. Like this one, when I pulled in, there was an office up there, so I went there. But the shipping office for me ended up being back here, because I'm delivering. And if you're picking up, then I think you're up there on that side. And I think there's only one forklift driver back here. This place is pretty big, but it's not busy right now. Like, there's nobody here, and I'm here pretty early. I wasn't supposed to be here until 1. But I got here at, well, 10:30, I think, or maybe a little earlier. And so I'm pretty early. But I asked my fleet manager, I said, what should I do? Because I was at a truck stop. I said, should I go on in there, or should I go on to the consignee, or should I just stay here for a while? And he said, well, your clock's running, so I would go on and see if they'll take you early. Now, that being said, here's what happened when I tried to go early the other day. Let me find this customer. I'm trying to figure out. They were in Greenfield, Indiana, I think. If I'm not mistaken, that's where they were. Greenfield, Indiana. But let's see, completed. Yeah, SEO. I don't know if any of y'all ever heard. Extremely unprofessional. And I'm not trying to be negative. Let me make that clear. I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm not going to sit there and butter this up and say it's all fun and, you know, and it's all good all the time, because it's not. But part of it that's kind of fun in a way is kind of figuring these things out, you know. I guess that makes it a little bit funner when you're it makes it a little bit funner where there's always situations at your end, or where you're having to figure out where to go, who to talk to, what to do. in a way it makes it fun. Last night I almost ran my clock out again. I was down to 5 minutes. Turn this volume down on this phone. But I was down to 5 minutes last night. I'll mount this right here. I love this mount they sent me, that place. This should upload too to where people can watch it later, because I know people right now are at work and everything. This isn't the best time to do a live. It's 10:30 a.m. and I'm sure most people are working. But anyways, but I got to this place the other day, the IFCO or IFC or whatever it's called. I got there at 12:55 a.m. And my appointment, I think, was like at 3:50, they said. So I went on in to see if they would take me early. And she said, no, come back at 3:50. We can't do anything for you. So I did, and I sat in my truck, you know. I didn't leave. I just sat there in the parking lot in my truck and waited till then. And anyways, I went in at 3:50 and got to a dock, you know, around back is where they put me, and it was very congested. And I'm not trying to complain, like I said, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you the ups and the downs because there's been quite a few things that have been what I consider negatives too. So I'm gonna explain all of that. I'm not just gonna say it's all good, but I still enjoy this. Don't get me wrong. But anyways, so she tells me what dock to go to. It's dock 19. It was around back, and it was probably the most congested place I've ever been in. Like they had, for one thing, there were lots of trailers and trucks pretty close to one another. And then they had pallets as well back there, lots of pallets. And like, you know, the space that you would normally use out here in the parking lot to get to the dock, they had lots of pallets in those, like a bunch of them. I watched the other guys too, and they had trouble. And another guy actually got out of his truck and helped them to get in there. But, hold on, get a little sip of the. But anyways, I got back there to the dock, and like I said, I got there at 12:55 a.m. p.m. Sorry, not a.m. p.m. p.m. I may have said a.m. before. I got there at 12:55 p.m. So around lunchtime, and they got me back to the dock around 4:10 or something. I sat at that dock. They didn't even start. They did not even start. Let me hook my charger.